Okay, here's a question that comes. It's actually from a quiz, but it's taken from the practice skill normal conditions of sample proportions. And one thing about inferential statistics is we're able to do all these great things, but we have to make sure some basics requirements are satisfied so that we know the sampling distribution is normal. And so in extreme cases, this can I won't say extreme cases, but in some situations, we can't presume this normality. And so we can't use all the inferential statistics that we can normally use. And there's still ways to handle that, right? Um, but you should learn about that later in stats. But for a basic sample distribution of proportions, what we want to make sure is that the number of failures and the number of successes is both above 10. If they're not both above 10, then the sampling distribution will be skewed in one way or the other. If it's too few successes, then it's skewed right. If it's too few failures, then it's skewed left. Okay. So in this situation, we have a director of a certain college, approximately 11% of the 250 um, freshmen applied early using the early decision option. So if we take 20 freshmen as the sample size, right, what are we expecting the number of successes to be? Well, it would be just 11% of 20. So that ends up being 2.2, right? Which is lower than 10. That means we're in violation of, or I shouldn't say in violation, but we can't assume that the sampling distribution is approximately normal, which means we can't use this kind of inferential statistics. Now, in terms of which way it's skewed, like I said, if there's too few successes, it's skewed to the right, which means that it'll be all kind of lumped up on the left and there'll be a long tail on the right. Um, and you can see I mean, this is enough to know the answer right now, but just for demonstration purposes, the number of failures you'd expect to see are about 89%, and then multiply that times the sample size. So the failures are okay; they're well above 10, but the um, successes are below. So that's why the answer here is skewed to the right. I hope that helps.